Hello everyone and welcome back to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. Today we are going to do a card reading on Jack O'Sullivan. Thank you so much to Sezzy, my subscriber, and her beautiful cat. I love how a lot of my subscribers have cat pictures, and you know what? I need to share more photos of my kitty cats. Anyway, we are going to see if we can find out what happened, some sort of location. Jack has been missing in Bristol, UK since the 2nd of March 2024, I believe. And basically, there's a lot of theories, speculation, but very little substantial information as to where he could be. So hopefully we can tune in and get some more insight today. Can we bring in the energy of Jack O'Sullivan? Jack O'Sullivan, Jack O'Sullivan. Please and thank you, Spirit, for granting us access to this energy. We are here to help with the best intentions. Okay, so can we please get a clear indication as to what happened to Jack O'Sullivan on that night, the 2nd of March? What happened and where is Jack now? So, what happened that night? We have celebrity. Okay. This wants to creep out. Surveillance. So he was seen on surveillance. This celebrity card is interesting. But let's see. Jack O'Sullivan. What happened to Jack O'Sullivan? And where is he? Whoa. We have mind control. We also have dismemberment. Okay, and anything else? Please and thank you, Spirit. What happened to Jack? Love. And where is he right now? We have family in the background. So this could be his family searching for him in the background. But let's see. I'm going to put this aside. So we know he was caught in surveillance. When it comes to mind control, this could be his mind was being controlled by substances like drink or drugs, for example. And this could be seen or proven from this surveillance. When it comes to dismemberment, this tells me that if Jack has passed away, I don't believe he's all together. Now, this could be because of natural circumstances, animal predation, but of course we can't rule out human predation. When it comes to love, this is kind of like, I'm thinking of heart on your sleeve, or you know, putting it on a plate for someone, putting your heart on a plate for someone. And with celebrity, we know celebrities can be very egotistical and they don't like the spotlight taken from them. In fact, when you're a big deal, you don't like anything or anyone taken from you. So did someone feel like Jack was jeopardizing their relationship or wanted to split them apart? So we can get more insight into this, but I do feel like there was some sort of altercation, maybe over a girl, or maybe just something messy going on, and it could have been completely unintentional, especially if people were drinking and not in their right minds. But someone could also know more, and they're just keeping it in their own head for now. But let's see. Okay, let's get a bit more factors behind Jack's disappearance. We'll start with the ancestor cards. Jack O'Sullivan, please and thank you. We do have hunter and great teacher. This card always reminds me of Jesus, and the hunter is someone who likes to track down their prey. So was Jack being followed or watched by someone that maybe he had an altercation with, had some sort of beef with? Let's see. What are the factors behind Jack O'Sullivan's disappearance? Please and thank you, Spirit. What are the factors behind Jack's disappearance? We have Water Guardian and Air Guardian. Okay. I was only supposed to get one, but I feel like two came for a reason. A lot of people think Jack is in the water, but the Water Guardian specifically represents connecting with your emotions, connecting with your heart. So there was some sort of emotional exchange or altercation, and someone either shifted their perception of Jack or his perception was shifted either from substances or something happened to make him change his mind, shift gears, is what I'm thinking of. Okay, so let's get a bit more on this. Let's ask the Lenormand deck. What are the factors behind the disappearance of Jack O'Sullivan? Please and thank you. Whoa. There is a possibility he is in the water, and after, over a year, this would be very likely that he's not all together in the one place. But let's see the factors behind Jack O'Sullivan's disappearance. We have the stars, a new beginning, the universe, the occult, blessings, and purposefulness. Okay. Someone could have been into the occult. We do have the Rider in reverse. So this is like incoming ideas, incoming news. But in reverse, this is like something is being blocked and someone's way, their path is being blocked. And this is literally a witch on a broomstick. So the occult has some significance here. I'm just not sure what. We will get a little bit more. But yeah, someone didn't want Jack stealing their star power, the spotlight. Someone's ego could have been bruised. Let's get a little bit more. We will ask the fairy messages and see what the fae have to say. Factors behind the disappearance of Jack O'Sullivan. Please and thank you, Spirit. Factors behind the disappearance. Okay, so we've got marriage in reverse. And the fact it's in reverse, so this could literally tell us, okay, maybe someone's not married, but they're in a relationship, but something was getting in the way or blocking the relationship, so they wanted to get in whoever's way it was, who was in theirs. Okay. Yeah, we also get some exercise in the background. Someone could have been very athletic, very physically strong. I'm not sure if this is water or clouds in the background. Yeah, so someone's mind was clouded and emotions were running high. Let's ask the Kipper and get a few more factors behind the disappearance. Whoa, and this wants to come straight away. False person. And this is someone with a mask. Yeah, a gift. Was something given to Jack? This could have been like a false pretense from a false person. And this is like a woman and a man who are covering their face. Usually I would shuffle, but that really just wanted to come out. So someone is being false and they're not revealing the whole truth or revealing what they see. So I do believe a couple knows. Whoa, and this wants to come too. Message. Yeah. So maybe Jack was on the phone or sent a text message to this person or vice versa. Or someone wanted to get a message across to Jack. And yeah. Distant horizons. There's an anchor here. I feel like he's stuck. If he's in the water, if it's not necessarily an anchor keeping him stuck, it could be something very, very heavy. Rusty and heavy. Seagulls could be significant. That wants to come as well. Lovers. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. I don't know who these lovers are, whether Jack had a lover or whether there was a couple at the party. Maybe he was trying to flirt with someone's girlfriend. I don't know. But someone was pissed at Jack because they thought he was getting the attention, the love, and they weren't. Let's see. Let's ask the Oracle of the Mermaids. And then we'll go into the tarot and the oracles. And we'll see what emotions were running high. Yeah, someone was high. Which, of course, no judgment there. But, you know, a mixture of drink and drugs can really make someone's mind hazy and clouded. And maybe someone was banking on that. We do have Waterfly, Yamaya. Someone's grandmother, mother could be significant. This could be, whoa, Jack's mother looking for him. Or maybe someone literally has a baby. So, what are the factors behind the disappearance of Jack O'Sullivan? Please and thank you, Spirit. The factors behind Jack's disappearance. Honor the masculine. Respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. Okay. So I feel like there was a masculine who felt maybe emasculated in some way. They felt threatened, maybe because of their lover. Or this guy could be someone who likes the attention, likes to have a reputation, but behind the scenes and underneath, they're a very different person. So this could actually be a masculine who is into men, but beards with women. And this is surprisingly common. So it's not that left field when you think about it. Something to the left field, maybe. Okay, and look, there's more pregnancy. So was someone pregnant? Did someone get someone pregnant? Let's ask the tarot. Oh, my cards are falling. Yeah, so someone didn't want their house of cards being blown down, falling apart. So they needed to do something to keep the situation anchored, or literally keep Jack anchored, to stop him in his tracks so he can't get in their way. I do feel like it was a masculine, but there is a woman here who has knowledge or was involved somehow. Okay, so Jack O'Sullivan. Why did this happen to Jack O'Sullivan? Does this want to pop out? New beginnings. Yeah, there's a couple. So maybe someone he went to school with, or someone who was in university. Endings. Okay, and look, this is someone crying in a house. There's jeans on the floor. There's someone walking away. There's a suitcase. Was Jack dismembered and put in a suitcase and put in the water? And maybe a feminine feels like it was her fault. Yeah, because look, this picture here of the couple, it's kind of ripped apart. So a couple felt like a masculine, Jack, got in between them, maybe at the house party. Something happened. Someone hurt themselves at the house party. What is this on the floor? Is that a ring? A ring could be significant. Okay, so let's see. Why did this happen to Jack O'Sullivan? Please and thank you. Why did this happen? We have fulfillment in reverse. So someone had everything, maybe material wealth and, you know, a lot of stuff, but they were unfulfilled in their relationship and they wanted a bit of excitement, and maybe their thrill ended in someone else's kill. And these two want to come out. Okay, we have insomnia. We also have victory. And look, another couple here. And the guy is driving and the girl is, basking in the attention. So yeah, I feel like there was a girl who liked the attention, but if she had a boyfriend, her boyfriend certainly didn't like that. And I feel like there's a masculine who has sleepless nights now. Yeah, drinking and smoking. So they could be a user. I do feel like someone's in university, but a lot of Jack's photos are from university. So this could represent Jack and his education. He was a very smart young man, but this isn't looking good. Can I get one more tarot? Whoa, thank you for Jack O'Sullivan. And this is dedication, but in reverse. Okay, so this is an interesting picture. This looks like someone's spying on someone else, and not only from one device, but multiple devices. So I'm not sure if someone got their hands on Jack's devices, but I feel like he was being watched, maybe literally, but he could have been watched by other people. So I don't know. This could be someone who was spying, literally because they were spying on their girlfriend, boyfriend. They didn't want their relationship in jeopardy, but this could literally be government spying, weirdly enough. And I was kind of just asking myself before I said that, why would the government be spying on Jack? But then again, the government spies on all of us. And when I really get heated and think about it, I mean, they can track everything we do, but they can't track missing people. They can't track PDF files, even though these people go online and share awful things. Why do they, track, stalk regular people? Because, mind control. And that might sound conspiratorial, but if this wasn't an actual person, maybe from the party or that night, stalking Jack, and this could have been before that even, someone could have been stalking him on social media. There could have been listening devices, and someone could have caught something on camera. Confirmation. So more than just what was shown to us. And maybe what I mean is someone has more evidence on their personal devices, personal cameras, rather than, the government ones. Or was footage wiped? Who's false? A lot of politicians and, people in the government, hey, they are not the most trustworthy of people. So I don't know. Let me know if any of you know if someone works in the government, the civil service, because I'm not sure what this is, but it's something, and something strange at that. So tarot aside, what was on the back? Friendship, 3 of Cups. So this is the party card, drinking. Did someone spike a drink, I wonder? Okay, let's see. But definitely friends were involved. Not necessarily with his disappearance, but he was with people who he thought were his friends, and something happened to kind of ruin the night for him, and it went downhill from there. So let's see. Someone copes with drink. Jack O'Sullivan, can you tell me where you are, and can you give me some indication as to who is involved? Jack O'Sullivan, where are you? And who knows who did this? Reckless love, sex. Okay. Jack O'Sullivan, does this one want to creep out? Yeah, so someone's a creeper, a creep, a thug. Okay. A thug who likes drink and drugs, getting readings. Okay. Didn't we say early on with the stars here, there's some sort of occult energy here? So is someone in the occult and in the government? And let me tell you, the government, the occult, Hollywood, mind control, they all go hand in hand. And those who don't believe in the occult, they just need to shift their perception, because everything occult is hidden in plain sight. So yeah, I feel like there was some weird witchy stuff going on here. And there was definitely a couple who maybe had a toxic relationship or a tumultuous relationship. Maybe this guy was violent and it might keep him up at night, what he's done. But I think mostly it's because they don't want to get caught. So I'm hearing Rihanna take a bow. Don't tell me you're sorry, because you're not. I know you're only sorry you got caught. Someone was sorry they got caught, and someone is having sleepless nights because they worry about getting caught. Okay, sleepy drugs. If there was any spiking, it could have been something that made him sleepy. Bad news on the phone. So maybe someone thought Jack was bad news, or this person who was involved is bad news. And a vehicle could be significant. But let's see. Can I get one more for more insight as to what happened? We have blocked calls, text, spam. So yeah, something about Jack's mobile phone is significant. Did someone block someone else? Did someone use Jack's phone? Or did Jack block someone? Or did someone make someone else block Jack? There's some sort of interference, and I feel like Jack was viewed as the interference. But in my mind, Jack was just trying to have a good time. And if he was getting attention, he was enjoying it. But there was someone who felt like he was stepping on their toes, getting in the way. And I'm looking at that suitcase again. Karmic lesson. This is a karmic relationship, and yeah, so someone's very muscular, very strong. So I feel like they could have overpowered Jack with their hands. But let's see. Let's ask the real life tarot deck, see if we can get any images as to where Jack could be, and then we will hit the dictionary. So, Jack O'Sullivan, can you please show us or give us an indication as to Jack O'Sullivan's current location? Please and thank you, Spirit. Jack O'Sullivan, Bristol. Okay, what is this? The alien. So someone doesn't mind all the conspiracies and stuff as long as they don't point the finger at them. Because I seen the alien and then I thought of E.T. phone home and the finger thing. So yeah, did someone phone home? Let's see. Delete in reverse. Yeah, I feel like someone deleted some sort of footage that was very important that could have broken the case because it was evidence. The alien again. So someone called home. And it's like someone has ties to the higher ups, because aliens are usually up high in their spaceship. And yeah, they're good at watching. Okay, so Jack O'Sullivan location. We have, is that a weed plant in reverse? Pinocchio. I have all these in reverse. We have too many cats. That's me. Someone could be a cat lover. And we have the road trip. So there was kind of that three's a crowd feeling that someone didn't want Jack to get in the way. And there could have been kind of like a gang of people who have each other's back. They do drugs together, they party together, and someone's lying in order to protect someone else. Yeah, so someone's lying about some sort of news of that night. Or, yeah, it's like, did someone call Jack with some fake news or bad news? But when it comes to the road trip here, I do feel like someone drove somewhere in a car. But this could also be Jack's whereabouts. He was spotted kind of going here and there. And this wanted to come here as well, the landlord. Okay, so who owns the house that he was at? Because I feel like the owner of the house may know something devilish. I feel like there could be some sort of, witchery, trickery, even devil worship. Because the occult, it's not good or bad, it just is. It's your intention behind it that makes it good or bad. And goodbye. I feel like Jack has passed on. When I did the spirit box session, I wasn't sure if it was trying to say he was still alive, because I think it said yes when I asked that. But like I said, someone doesn't mind these conspiracies as long as it's leading away from them and the truth. Because they're a liar and they don't want to get caught. So can I get more pictures as to where Jack could currently be? Please and thank you, Jack O'Sullivan. Does that one want to come up? Oh, there's two. Yeah, so there's a couple. And the Ace of Pentacles or Swords, would that be? Okay, so this is somewhere that there's a lot of stone, mud, crevices, places to hide, opportunities. Someone was an opportunist. Okay, yeah, a rock. It's something cave-like. And there's a canal with tunnels underneath. So yeah, this is what it's telling us. Not in an actual cave, in the water. That kind of looks like my town, but it's not. So I feel like this person could have been local to the area and they could have thought, this is my town. This is, my girl. This is my star power. Who do you think you are, coming and emasculating me? How dare you? So something about the tunnels or the bridges in a canal. But I don't feel like he was just put in there. There was something that happened before that. I feel like maybe someone asked him to get into the car with them and it went downhill from there because they lied to him. And if they seen him as a problem, they thought, well, hey, he won't be a problem anymore. And because they're local, they kind of know all the areas, all the nooks and crannies is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Two of Cups here. Someone's very stubborn, very egotistical. So can I get one more for Jack's current location? Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles, I think this is. Yeah, so these would be swords. Yeah, conflict. There's a lot of conflict. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is hard work. And this is kind of on wheels. Something on wheels. And I'm going back again to the suitcase on wheels. Okay, and a lighthouse could be significant to the lighthouse. I haven't read that book, but if anyone has, by Virginia Woolf, let me know. Something about that could be significant to the lighthouse. Okay, so what I want to do is ask the dictionary, and if we have any more questions after this, I can do a follow-up reading, or I could do a follow-up spirit box session now that I've got a little bit more insight into the case, as I'm still very new and learning, as I go along. But rest assured that we will do everything we can here to help indicate and find Jack. Because sometimes it could be as simple as a key word. That's why I'm open to all forms of divination, because it could be one word that literally opens a case. Yeah, so a word, a code word. Code. What was the code? I broke the code. I'm thinking of a song. It won the Eurovision maybe 2 years ago. I broke the code. So yeah, some sort of code, maybe a gate code. A code on the phone. Did someone guess Jack's code? A gate code I'm hearing. Something to do with codes. Okay, so gingerbread. Run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Yeah, so it's making me think of Lord Farquaad in Shrek, and he's kind of taunting the gingerbread man, I think. And he can't run as fast as he can because Lord Farquaad has his legs. And he was doing that as a punishment because, I don't know, he was just a villain because he hadn't found love or anyone to love him or the right love. And he seen Shrek as his love rival, so maybe he thought by hurting someone close to Shrek, it would hurt him too. So that could be significant. Someone could have been trying to hurt a loved one of Jack's by hurting Jack, or someone could have felt a slight by Jack and they felt hurt, emasculated. They could have, you know, some sort of ego complex. I feel like they're muscular, but they could be kind of short, like Lord Farquaad in a way. So they could have, you know, issues with their height and be, toxic because of that. 9 of Swords. Confirmation. Yeah, so I am seeing the water and lots of growth around. So if he's in some sort of suitcase or something, they can be very heavy, they can sink to the bottom. But the good thing about that is hopefully what's in there will remain somewhat intact, even if he wasn't put in there completely intact. Because water is very destructive, but when there's kind of a coating, an outer shell of sorts, it can slow down the process. So I still believe that Jack can be found, but the problem is with these canals, with these lakes, if they lead to bigger water sources, that's when the problems really happen. And I've got shivers up my legs. Glutton. So someone was a glutton for punishment. Yeah, goalkeeper. So someone did not want Jack to score, and someone had a score to settle, either with Jack or a family member of Jack's. So let's see, a giraffe. I feel like the zoo is significant, and that did come in the spirit box session. Girder, strong metal beam, supporting part of a building or a bridge. So that's significant. A girder, he could be close or he could be caught in a girder of some sort. I've never come across that word, but it's definitely significant. A girl, a girlfriend, yes. Girth, the measurement around something. So yeah, I feel like someone has girth, but they don't have height. And I feel like maybe someone put their hands around Jack's neck or something. It's the general gist of it. And yeah, someone kind of had a, sword measuring competition going on with Jack, even if he was unaware of it. Someone gave Jack something, and it could have been spiked, possibly a glacier. Glad. They feel like they're glad they won. Gladiator. They feel like the hero, and they feel like they won the battle. Glamour. Glance. Gland. Glare. Glass. Glasses. Someone could have glasses. Glaze. A window. A shiny surface. A glazier. Gleam. Glee. Glen. Glide. Glider. We have glider. A light aircraft. Floats on air currents. So something could be floating and he could be under that. but it could be very well concealed because, like I said, someone knows the area and knows all the nooks and crannies, places that people will and won't look. A glimpse. There is a glimmer of hope. Glisten, to shine like something wet. Glitter, gloat. Someone could have gloated about this. Or maybe they were gloating at the party. Or maybe Jack was, but because my voice went there, I feel like someone was gloating and now they regret it. They're having sleepless nights over it because they're worried their lies will catch up with them. So they're not sorry that they did it. They felt great and glee at the time, but they will certainly be sorry if they get caught. Like the song Take a Bow, which is kind of about someone cheating. So maybe someone was worried that there was going to be a situation of some sort and they took care of it before it became a bigger problem. Okay, gloomy, globe. Someone could have a globe in their house. Something could be spinning. I don't know, but something circular in the water. Not boys, the little balls, but there's something spinning that's significant or moving. A moving bridge, let me know if that's significant. Glory, someone wanted all the glory. They felt glorious at the time. A glove, someone could have worn gloves. Glow, glower, to stare with an angry look. So someone was glowering at Jack, maybe at the party, because he was trying to have a good time and then the vibes got bad. And I feel like this person was a bad vibe, but they were blaming Jack on them being a bad vibe. But I feel like even when the relationship is going well, there's still a bad vibe. Yeah. So glowworm, glucose, glue, glum, glutton. I feel like this person could be chubby, definitely. Gnome, go, goal, and goalkeeper. So someone was trying to protect what they thought was rightly theirs. A gnome, a kind of dwarf in fairy tales that lives underground. What did I say about Lord Farquaad? Oh my god, yeah. So someone has a short guy complex of some sort. Wow, tiny. Okay. Yeah, so someone felt emasculated and it's like they took all their frustration out on Jack, but there could have been something they forgot to delete, but they certainly did have more footage than the public knows about. This could be the police, the government. Maybe there's footage of him out there that hasn't been seen or checked yet. And I feel like someone has something on their phone. Maybe they've deleted it, but it's like someone couldn't help but glow. They're a glutton for punishment and their ego could be the reason they get caught and punished. And they'll be sorry then, that's for sure. So, dictionary, can I get any more location clues for Jack O'Sullivan before we go today? Thank you so much for connecting with us, Jack. And I hope we have at least gotten a little bit of a clearer insight. I'll definitely do another spirit box reading. Okay, so fleet, flesh, flesh pots, places to indulge bodily pleasures, life of self-indulgence. So someone's very gluttonous and they're a glutton for punishment. They can't help but flex time, flick. Someone could go to the gym a lot. A fleet, so this is giving water again, a fling. This could have been someone that Jack had a fling with, or someone wanted to have a fling with him and someone made sure that didn't happen. Flimsy, thin and fragile, flighty. Someone's very frivolous. Steps could be significant, a flip-flop. Someone could have flipped the energy. Flintlock, an old type of gun. Flirt, so someone was flirting. And someone jumped the gun, literally. But it's like the flirting could have been the smoking gun. Floodlight. Yeah. Floor. I feel like Jack was pushed to the floor or put on the floor at some point. A floodlight could be significant. Flogging, which is beat hard, thrash with whip. Illicitly. Flog a dead horse. Persist in unprofitable activity. Yeah, so it's like beating a dead horse, flock, floating voter, a person who may change political views. So there's definitely some corrupt politics, maybe even some corrupt, government officials, law enforcement. There's certainly corrupt people in the case, that's for sure. Flitch, float. So it's giving water again, sum of cash for running expenses, so money could have been significant. Someone could be a drug dealer, a floozy, a woman of loose morals. So yeah, maybe someone was angry with the female, but the aggression, the rage was taken out on Jack, flopping. So fall clumsily. I feel like Jack was pushed or he fell clumsily. I feel like this is at the house. But was he kind of pushed into a car, or, if he was injured? Something about flopping anyway. So this person's a flop, but they think they're a celebrity. Floppy disk. Yeah, look, disk for storing data. So something's on a phone or a floppy disk, literally. Flora. Flowers could be significant. Ruddy, florid, floss, starting a new business. A fleet of small ships or boats. A floating wreckage or goods on the sea. Flounce, flounder, a fish. Flow, flout, flourish, flower. Flowchart, flown, fluctuate. Flurry, flush. Did someone flush some drugs? Fluoride, water again, fluorescence. By certain transparent bodies. Mineral containing fluoride, water again, flummox, bewilder, abash, disconcert. So someone was disconcerted, a fluke, and they could have felt like it was a pure fluke that they got away with, that they didn't get caught, but they still have sleepless nights worrying that their thug ways will catch up with them eventually. They're a criminal and possibly even a murderer too. Fluid, so liquid, gas, fluidity. We've got fish again, fluent. This person could be fluent in a different language, fluff. And they don't mind the fluff, the conspiracies, because at the end of the day, as long as people aren't looking at them, that's all that matters. Yeah. Okay, so I feel like someone may have to flip on this person. Friends may have to flip. And that could be when more insight or information is revealed. I do feel like he's in the water. And maybe someone was hoping he would be brought out to a bigger water source. But if he was in a suitcase of some sort or something with wheels, something you can push, I feel like maybe something was put to anchor this down. So there is a possibility that maybe he is just stuck somewhere instead of going with the flow. And I do feel like he is in some sort of trunk or container or suitcase, and I really hope that something will be found very soon. He's been missing over a year, but that means there is still hope that he is out there somewhere, and he can and will be found. His family won't give up, and those in true crime, as we all know, when we are invested in a case, when we want to know something, we're like dogs with a bone. So if we can find any more clues, that's what we're going to do. I will do another spirit box session, but let me know down below what you thought of this. What are your own theories and opinions on what happened to Jack? And thank you so much for being here and sharing your time with me. I really appreciate it. And if anyone else has any psychic downloads or insights, please let me know down below. And I will be back very soon with a spirit box on Jack. Thank you so much for connecting with us, Jack. And thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the True Crime playlist. Goodbye and God bless.